2nd, 2021. This is a horrible day, horrible day. I've managed to lose about $10,000 today, and a lot of it has to do with a problem that I have had for some time, but I never really realized how serious the problem was until just kind of sitting down and then just kind of thinking about it. Yeah, 10 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's not. I mean, I've lost more than 10 before, but today was a bit stupid. How I lost it. Partly to do with greed and partly to do with just not sticking to, I guess they say, the plan, and accepting that sometimes you can be wrong. Sometimes things will not work out according to how it is, and accounting for that fact. So it's very difficult to record this, and it's painful, but trading is like that. You have to accept that you make these mistakes, but then it's not it's when you don't learn from your mistakes that you mess them up. Okay, so let's start off with just so I can show you what I did. Everything I did today was not working out well, and a lot of it had to do with, here we go, this is about 7. Even the second one I didn't need to take, I just messed that up too. Yeah, everything I did today was just not working out well, and a lot of it has to do with kind of almost trying to predict and sticking to your predictions and not even focusing on what's going on with price action. And the weird thing about it is all your indicators and all the things that you normally use to keep you in the trade are all telling you otherwise. But my dreaded supply zone. This is my issue with demand and supply and demand. And I always talk about this in a lot of the previous videos, how I want to stop using it, because I generally tend to not see things properly. And then when I look at it now, I'm like, dude, it was telling you that you were going down. But, there are a few things I'm going to change moving forward. But, it's fine. I'm just going to accept what happened. All right, so the first trade was with Mara, and I'm going to talk about what happened, why I took the trade the way I did. There's nothing wrong in being wrong in a trade, but there's something wrong in not honoring your stops, and that's exactly what I did. The problem today was that I didn't want to accept that I was wrong. I wanted to believe what I wanted to believe. So this is what I saw. It's funny because I missed this. I saw this. I was looking at this. I didn't see this at the time. I basically saw this bear trend. I didn't accept the fact that this is a double top. And because that's a double top, it means this is a range, a trading range. All right? I saw it as 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3. That was what I was aiming for. I didn't read this properly. And what happened was, it's funny because I'm seeing it now, when you do that, two things can happen in a trading range. You can either go up, break to the upside, or break to the downside, but the probability is you're going to break in the direction of the trend. And I didn't see that. I refused to see that. And looking at it now, I remember saying to myself when I looked at it, I thought, hang on, how many legs do we have? 1, 2, 3, double bottom going up, and that's all I saw. I didn't read what was really going on here. And I remember saying to myself, this does not look like the second leg down. This looks like it's all part of one move. And if that's the case, we still have another leg down. But I ignored that. I thought, okay, well, whatever happens, I'm going to have a supply area, a demand area over here, so it doesn't really matter. Another thing I didn't read was my 60-20 MA. If you notice, price, as it's come down, it's rejected it over here. It's rejected it again. So what do you think it's going to do over here? So I ignored all these signs that we're going into a bear trend. And so what I did at the open, and even though, fine, those things happen. It doesn't really matter. But what I did was, I was like, okay, it's Friday. I'm probably going to get like really cheap options. I measured how much I was risking if I was wrong, and I said I'm only going to risk $200. That was what I said. That's not what I did. I bought the number of options that I wanted. They were really cheap. I think I spent only $360 for $200 risk. That's not bad, because it says that, even if I find that I'm wrong, or as I see the price action is not working out, I can get out and I'm only going to lose, say, $100, right? It's better than losing 7 grand. And I lost it here, 7 grand over here. Anyway, so what happened was the first bar printed, and I saw, okay, maybe I bought the first option over here because I actually risked. This was my plan. I said, okay, if we break here, this is my risk, right? 1.77 points, which would be equal to, I think I was risking about $300. But as we went down, I thought, okay, I'll add more. I added some more. I added. I had 300 contracts at one point, and that's where things went wrong. I added them over here. I saw this work, and I was like, yeah, we're going to reverse. So I was like, great. And I added again, and that was the big mistake because I got greedy. I didn't stick to the plan. I saw this, then I went to a lower time frame because I needed to see what was going on. I first went to the 2-minute. And I think what scared me on the 2 minutes, when I saw this bar, I saw this. I saw we're below the VWAP. I saw we're below the moving average. We're below every indicator. Then I saw this. Then we moved down. I saw this. This bar pushed up great, but we didn't break it. And I thought, oh crap, this is not looking good. We came back down strongly. I thought, oh no, this is not looking good. I then now looked at the 1-minute chart for the same story. I was like, 3 pushes down. Okay, we're probably going to go up. Oh yeah, that's the same one. And it came down strongly. I was like, this double bottom needs to hold. It didn't. It broke down. I thought, oh shit, I have messed up today. I looked back on the 5-minute and I thought, okay, let me see what the 5-minute traders are looking at. And when I looked at the 5-minute, I saw 2 red bars, one of them big. I thought, we're in a bear trend. I have messed up. I held. This broke, and I thought, right. And at this point, I was already down quite a bit. Yeah, and I exited. I just thought I've messed up this trade. I was really upset because I'd lost so much money. And I couldn't believe that, not that I was wrong, but I put so much risk on. So, yeah, that was the thing. I mean, I ignored all my indicators, ignored everything. And look at the VWAP where it is right now. We sold off the VWAP. We sold off everything you can think of. Yeah, it was just really, really, really bad trading. And what hurts is the fact that I go through the cycles of boom and bust. There are times when I make so much and I lose so much. I make so much and I lose so much. And it's painful. It's really painful. I mean, look at this now. This is all I needed to wait for. This is all I needed to wait for. But it's, sometimes you get into it and then you're so overconfident and you forget about what your long-term goals are. Yeah. Part of me was like, this is Friday, don't trade today. I mean, this is hindsight talking, by the way, me saying these things, but yeah, you've had a great day yesterday. Your chances are you're going to mess today up, and that's another thing that always happens. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. Now, what happened with with GS, I did the same thing. I asked myself, why am I taking these trades? I wanted to short GS. Not GS, sorry. It wasn't GS. What was it? XOM. So the short was on XOM. Took it short here. No, here. It went up, and I just sold. I was like, what am I doing? I'm not really liking this. And then, of course, that happened. So I decided, let me go into the futures. Oh, wow, look at that. Which is exactly what I wanted to do. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm done with that. And so, I do want to take that long. I really do. But I'm just going to control here. All right, so what happened was we started off trading the MES. And first trade we took was, what did we do? Oh yeah, we went long. Did we go long? No, we went short, right? Saw this wedge, went short, it failed, just for like, very, very little. So I thought, okay, fine. Then we went long, and then we made 4 points, but I was hoping we were going to go higher, so I didn't want to take any profits. And I noticed this bar came up, and this bar was so big, and I thought, oh dear, this looks like a double top. And I'm sure there's a wedge somewhere. If I look on another chart, I'm sure I'm going to see a wedge. So what did I do? Let's go to the MES chart. Yeah, look at that. This is exactly what I wanted, but it's all good. Alright, so I think I saw a wedge somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but there was a wedge somewhere. But prior to that, I was like, we have a double top. And the reason why I know this is one is because we can't seem to get here based on this trend. So what I then now decided was to exit. I didn't make a loss, I just took it, and then went short. Put my stop here. Actually, put my stop as a measured move of this range, so a bit higher. And then held till here. Took my profits here, got 4 points, and I was like, great. And then what happened? We retraced. Then I decided to have a look at the MNQ. I never trade the MNQ. I thought, okay, let's see, So I took a trade on it, and I just bought 4 contracts, short or long, I can't remember. Oh, it was long, 4 contracts long here, and I got stopped out instantly. I thought, what the hell happened there? And I noticed that the ranges were so big on such a small distance compared to the, like for instance, now if I show you, let's say we buy 2 contracts here, you'll notice that this is going to move. Let's look at it from points. I'm going to move this stop to where it's supposed to be, which is here. Alright, so in terms of points, it's hard to read. Right, so this is 3, 4, about 2, 3 points already. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, this thing is moving really fast. I've never ever traded this before, and I didn't realize that the ranges were that wide. Anyway, so that really confused me, and that fazed me. And therefore I thought, okay, let me try trading it. So this is where the same issue that happened with the Mara trade, same thing happened here. I started averaging down. So we got here, and I was like, okay, we're at the bottom of the range. We should probably go up. I ignored all the signs one more time. We're below the what's it called? We're not really in a trading range. Look at this. We're kind of way below the moving average. Okay, fine. If we went back up, then we're definitely in a trading range. But we were selling off the moving average. We had too many bear bars. The first intention is here. Second intention, double top. Chances are we're probably going to go into a bear trend. But I was ignoring it. I kept on buying. I had 40 contracts, and I ignored the fact that this is not the MES. This is the MNQ. This range is huge. So I added 40 contracts. I wasn't looking at the price. I was looking at the points, just like I am right now. It says 4 points down. And I thought, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's not much. By the time we got down here, I'm thinking, hang on, we're about 10 or 15 points down. I'm like, what the hell is going on? At that point, I think I was down about $1,000. And I thought, oh crap, I have mismanaged this trade. I've put on too much. If it was the MES, I'd be able to handle this, but I can't handle this this range. It's just too much. Instead of me to have gotten out, I added again, and at that point, it broke out, and I just remember what was actually going on. We were breaking out, so chances are we're going to get another bar. So I stopped myself out, and I was down about $3,000 something, and I was very upset with myself because I thought, oh my god, that's $10,000 in one day. I shorted this bar, got out around here, and I think that was just me trading with FOMO, not really focused on any real sort of setup, just trying to make money back. And then I went long here because of this, and at that point when I went long, I saw this bar going up, came down, then I asked myself, what am I doing? If this is a spike, you can get 3 legs down, 1, 2, 3, and therefore start losing more money. I got out, and then got up here, and I said, okay, fine, I can go long. Went long, but this time I decided I'm not going with a lot. I'm just going to go with like 2 or 3 contracts. Went with 2, added 2 more, got out at the top, and I thought, okay, I'm done. I'm not trading a setup. I'm trading with FOMO. Okay, now this is beginning to work. Yeah, I'm trading with FOMO, and I really ought to get out. So, yeah, so that was a problem. As a result of that, yeah, we're now down 2,774. Not good. All we just needed to do was just stick to. You'd always say stick to the plan, but most of the time traders don't really know what the plan is. The point is, it's not so much sticking to the plan per se. It's knowing what you do when you decide, okay, I'm going to take a trade here. What am I going to do? I'm going to take this trade long. This is my stop. I'm risking how much? That is your plan. Where am I hoping? Why am I doing it? Because I'm seeing this setup, which was this. It breaks out. You stop yourself out. You don't even add, unless the only time you can add is when you start seeing disappointment. Maybe a trading range, a pairing, and you can say, okay, fine, I'm going to add a bar here. It's within my risk. In which case, you have put a wide stop, which you are okay with. So let's say you're risking 4 points, and you're okay with risking 8 points. You enter with a 4, and you have 2 other contracts you can enter if you want to correct your trade, right? So you enter half your position. Position sizing is so important. This is probably gonna come out really well here. God knows, and then it has to test this high. Position sizing is so important here. But I have gotten so greedy that it's affected the way I am seeing things, and literally that's what's happened today. Right, so I just thought I'd just share that. It's not fun. It's not what I wanted. It's made me feel really shitty. I mean, even looking at this, I'm like, oh, I could take this, but that's just trading. You have to accept. Oh, finally, we're crossing the bar, the moving average. You have to accept, not accept the losses, but you've got to control your losses, and you have to accept that you are not going to be right all the time. Sometimes you may be wrong. Sometimes things may not work out the way you want them to, and that's totally fine. If the trade doesn't work, you can get another trade. Just get out in time before it gets worse. And for me today, I totally messed this up. I mean, this is all I needed to wait for. Just this 3 push down, and this, I could have just shorted this. But of course, I was very stubborn. And then look, all the indicators. I mean, you may ask, why do I have so many? I probably don't need, let's take this one out. We don't need this one since we're on the 5-minute chart, so I'll just say show plot. Okay. Right, and I probably don't need the VWAP, but I just put it there normally just for, let's see, let's just show plot. Where's the VWAP? Yeah, I probably don't need the VWAP. All I need is the 20 on the 60 and the 20 on, yeah, that's all I need. Yeah, that's it really. So I'm gonna trade smaller. I'm gonna from now on just stick to my plan, my stops. I don't need to be making thousands a day. I mean, it's not, if I'm not going to risk that amount of money, I don't need to be doing it. I just need to focus on good trading and good price action. All right, thought I'd just share that, and yeah, we'll try this again on Monday.